Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Joe here with Deranged. So over the last several years, I'm sure many of you have noticed the outdoor popularity growing and growing. Everything from camping to fishing to hiking to hunting to getting off-road. It is all growing. Getting outdoors and having an adventure is something that's become a top priority for a lot of people out there. And I think that's what Polaris had in mind when they developed the all-new Polaris Xpedition XP and Xpedition ADV. So it's not every day that a manufacturer announces a brand new model in their lineup, but just yesterday Polaris did with the Xpedition. So this won't be the last video that you'll see from us on this new rig. We plan to cover this pretty extensively because it fits in a niche that we really enjoy, which is adventure in your side-by-side or off-road machine. So what is the Xpedition? Well, to us, it looks like their goal was to create the ultimate adventure machine. So let's take a look at some of the specs and see how the different models compare and let you decide if you think they created the ultimate adventure machine. All right, let's start by breaking down what models are available with the new Xpedition. So it will come in two different models, which is the Xpedition XP and the Xpedition ADV. Each of those come in 3 trim levels and in 2-seat and 5-seat configurations. So for the 5 seats, 2 in the front and a bench seat or 3 seats in the rear. And then the 2 seats, obviously, the 2-seaters, just 2 up front. The trim levels start at premium and then go to ultimate, and then the top of the top is the North Star model. One side note for that is both of the premium models on the ADV and the XP, so the kind of base models, they will not be available until 2024. So if you're looking to get one soon, or sooner than 2024, you're gonna have to go with the ultimate trim or the North Star trim. So what's the difference between the ADV and the XP? Really, it comes down to one thing, and that is the XP has a full dump bed that allows you to dump the entire cargo out, whatever's in there, and the ADV has a fixed bed that actually has seats in the back, or the seat backs in the back row of the ADV fold down so you have that extra cargo space. One thing that's unique about the Xpedition is there are a lot of features that come standard that haven't come standard on Polaris models in the past. As far as standard features go, all of them come with the new 114 horsepower Gen 2 engine that you've seen in the new XP or Razor XP models. They also come with the QS3 selectable shocks from Fox, and then they also have high clearance A-arms for suspension, so to give you additional ground clearance. Speaking of ground clearance, the ground clearance on all models is 14 inches. All models also come with 30-inch Pro Armor crawler tires and the turf mode that you've seen on some of Polaris's models in the past, like the Ranger. In addition, you're going to get a 4,500 pound winch on all models, although they're not the same on all models. And you'll get a front bull bumper, is what they call it, and a full skid plate. All models also come with Polaris's new Lock and Ride Max system, which allows you to have tie down points just about anywhere in your rig. It's really a pretty cool system. And lastly, believe it or not, all models come with a roof, and in this case, a ProFit roof with a liner. The premium models also come with a JBL audio system. Based on the model number, I'm guessing it's a 2-speaker system. So if you want to step up to the ultimate, what does that get you? Well, to start with, you get Ride Command, which I know is a feature that a lot of people love. It allows you to have maps and all kinds of information on the middle of your console. In addition, with all Ultimate and North Star models, you get front and rear cameras as well, so you're able to see front and back when you need to. You're also going to go from a 660 watt stator charging system in the premium models up to a 900 watt stator charging system in the Ultimate model, so you get a little more juice to be able to power your accessories. Next, you'll get upgraded JBL audio, which based on the model number, which I think is 4100, you're going to have more speakers. So four total speakers likely in the middle model and the upper end model. Next is the winch on the Ultimate models also has a plow mode and an auto stop mode. The other one, or the winch on the premium models, does not have that mode. One more thing that you get with the Ultimate models is telescopic and tilt steering. The lower end or premium model just comes with tilt steering. The Ultimate model adds the telescopic feature to it, which to us is pretty darn cool. Your cost to go from the premium to the Ultimate model on both the ADV and the XP is going to be an additional $3,000. So for that $3,000, those are the accessories that you get. All right, next let's talk about going up to the North Star model, the cream of the crop, top of the top, best model that there is. Let's see what kind of additional features that you get there. The biggest and most obvious one that you get is a fully enclosed cab. So just like the other Polaris North Star models, when you go North Star, you get a fully enclosed cab. And in this case, it includes heating and air conditioning as well, which is, for a lot of people out there, an awesome addition. I know it makes the ride a lot more comfortable when you bring your wife and kids along, I can tell you that. A few key things to point out on the fully enclosed cab is you get 4 locking doors, so the doors lock. The windows are roll up and down, electric windows up and down. You get a front tilt out windshield, so you can tilt your windshield out while you're cruising along to bring some fresh air in if that's the way you want to go. And then you get a rear hatch in the back that has latches on each side. You can lock your stuff in the back as well. And then both the rear hatch and the front windshield have washing and wiping windshields. So you get the washer and the wiper on both front and the back with the North Star models. In addition, on North Star, you get a couple more features with your Ride Command. So Ride Command, you get additional connection features or the ability to be connected with others, with those around you. And then some remote Ride Command features. What exactly those are, I'm not sure, but that's what the stat sheets say, remote features. Next, you get a 140 amp alternator charging system. So you go from being a stator to an alternator and you get a ton more juice to be able to handle all your accessories and everything else that you add onto it. Obviously, they're thinking that you're going to have lights and stereos and all kinds of additional stuff added to your adventure model or to your high-end North Star models, and then they'll need it for the HVAC and whatnot as well. Now, one key thing to point out for the North Star models is water fording capabilities. So the other 2 models, Ultimate and Premium, they come with a water fording that allows you to go 28 inches deep in water and not hurt anything, I guess you'd say. With the North Star models, you're limited to 17.8 inches, so not quite 18 inches of water fording capabilities. My assumption is, and I don't know this, but my assumption is the doors are airtight and dust tight, but maybe not watertight, and so they don't want to make that claim if you're letting water get up that high. That's my guess, don't know for sure. Polaris, feel free to correct me in the comments. So on the North Star models, you do get a ton of additional accessories. I mean, a fully enclosed cab with AC, heat, all that kind of stuff, that's pretty darn slick. So what does that cost? All those additional accessories and everything else that you have, it's gonna cost you $8,000. So to go from the Ultimate to the high-end North Star model, it's gonna cost you additional $8 grand to get there. So, and for that $8 grand, like I said, you're getting all the accessories that I mentioned before. You're getting fully enclosed cab, HVAC, alternating system, you're getting additional features on your Ride Command, and then you're also getting that limited water fording capabilities. So that's what each of the models look like. Now, one thing that Polaris did with this new Xpedition is they got ready beforehand with a ton of different accessories, different packages. They put different packages together for each one. There's an overlanding package, there's a hunting package, there's another package, I forget what the name of it is, but they put these accessory packages together where you can just order it completely outfitted exactly how you want it. So for example, if you want the overlanding package, that's gonna come with a tent, that's gonna come with extra racks all over the place, it's gonna have lighting all around, it's gonna have all kinds of stuff for you to go out overlanding. That will cost you another $12,000, somewhere around $12,000 as a ballpark. So if you add that overlanding package to your adventure model or to your XP model, you're really taking the price up to 57 grand before taxes, 57 plus, which, I mean, that's a pretty penny for a lot of people. However, it could be the ultimate overlanding or off-road rig. It really would allow you to get kind of places that some people can't. One thing that comes up all the time, and I'm sure it'll start a debate in the comments, is why don't you just get a Jeep, right? You can get a Jeep for 48 or whatever, and then you can drive it out on the trail and everything else. You can drive it there and not have to tow it around and whatnot. Well, in your Jeep, can you comfortably go 40 miles an hour down a really rough road and not have to go to the chiropractor after? Can you squeeze through tight trails, tight washes, and everything else comfortably and relatively quickly without jacking your Jeep up and jacking your back up? I don't think you can. I think this Xpedition gives you the ability to get out further and closer to those really secluded destinations that a lot of people want to get to. Everyone that fishes usually or hunts has a secret honey hole that they like to get to, and usually those secret places are not highly publicized, not a ton of roads near them or anything else, and so it takes some effort to get there. This machine will obviously help get you there quicker and easier. Speaking of long journeys, all models also come with a 12-gallon gas tank or fuel tank. So what that does is it allows you to go on 200 plus miles on one tank of fuel. So that is industry leading as far as I know. which allows you to go, on these big long adventures without having to take extra gas. I think about our overlanding trip we did to the Grand Canyon, where we had to go get gas while we were out there or carry additional fuel to be able to fill our rigs up. If we would have had this rig, we wouldn't have had to do that. All right, before we close it out, let's talk about how much each one of these rigs are going to cost you. And we'll start with the 2-seaters. So the XP Premium is going to go for $28,999 in the 2-seat model. And then you're going to step up $3,000 to go to the Ultimate and be at $31,999. From there, you go up to the XP North Star Edition for additional $7,000 to $38,999. So your top tier 2-seat's going to run you $38,999. For the ADV 2-seat models, you're starting at $29,999 and then taking the same jump. So $3,000 additional to $32,999 for the Ultimate, and then another $7,000 to $39,999 for the top tier North Star model. So moving over to the 5-seat models, or those ones that are going to give you the additional space, and to me, I honestly think these will be a little bit more popular because, getting out and having an adventure, you're going to need plenty of room, and the 5-seat just gives you more room. So the 5-seat models in the XP line start out at $32,999, and then they jump up by $3,000 to get you to the Ultimate model for $35,999. To jump up to the North Star model, you're going to pay an additional $8,000 on the XP North Star. It's going to take your price up to $43,999. Moving to the adventure models, it's the same price plus $1,000. So if you're starting out at the premium, you're going to be at $33,999. Take an additional $3,000, go into the premium model or the Ultimate model. It's going to take you up to $36,999. And your big jump up to the North Star Edition is going to cost you additional $8,000. It's going to take you up to $44,999. So basically, you're looking at a $45,000 machine for the top tier cream of the crop Xpedition ADV. So there's a quick breakdown of the new Polaris Xpedition models that came out. So for us, we're pretty darn excited about them. We think they will be a successful machine. They're not for everybody. Not a lot of people are going to want to spend $45,000, $46,000 on a machine, but guess what? There are people that will, and we're looking forward to seeing them out on the trail and getting a little more hands-on time with them as soon as we can. So with that said, what are your thoughts? What do you think about this new Xpedition from Polaris? Do you think it's the ultimate off-road adventure machine? Or could they have done a little something different, done a little something better? My early impressions are this is a really great machine. I'm really looking forward to it. Personally, I think they are a great addition to the Polaris lineup. I think they will fit a niche out there that is growing and growing and growing, with all the people using their machines to get out and do more than just hang out in the dunes or crawl on the rocks. Have adventures outside of that. I really do think it's going to hit a niche out there, and it's going to be a popular machine. I think you'll see more and more of them on the trails as soon as they get out. We're looking forward to getting you some more information on it as soon as we can. In the meantime, stay tuned to the channel. Stay tuned to our Facebook and Instagram feeds. I'm sure we'll have additional information about what's coming there. Guys, that's it for this one. Ride safe, pack out what you pack in, and we'll see you on the next one.